Eee. Oh my god, they're coming! Take cover! Ah! Ah, there's so many! Ah! Hello, ya cuties. How you doing? Hope you are having a wonderful day. Or else you will suffer the fury of the naming. Talking to space, yes, mic working again. Yeah, I know. I was his test subject for the mic. He's like, God damn it! This shit was working the whole time. Bleh, okay. So, it is probably time for the feelings, as we are now playing again as Phoenix, which feels like forever ago. Man. Ah! No, my bottle cap. No. Ah, shush you. I will fucking destroy you. Do not dare me. Okay. I have my big ass bottle of water. One fucking liter of this shit. I'm totally ready for voicing it today. And well, pretty sure all the people who are going to talk are already here, because no one else dares to speak for some reason. I don't know, people be shy or something. But yeah, let us beginneth the game. Okay, continue from 6 point. Okay, so we are 7 years back into the past, and you're ready to fucking face whatever this is. I'm pretty sure I'll cry or something. Well, actually, I don't really cry that much, but still, it's going to be sad. Very, very likely. So. Oh, okay. It's been a long time since I feel like such a rookie. I'll try and relax. Ah, good morning, Mr. Enigma. Really? I am sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared. I understand, I'm asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Actually, it wasn't. Trust me. Baby! She's so cute! Oh my god, what did you squish her cheeks? Okay. Oh my god, that's so adorable. Oh, morning, Daddy. I'm so glad you came. You okay, Daddy? They picking on you? They picking on you, you little bitch? I'm fine as always. So boy here is here to help me after all. That's young man to you. Old boy. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check it out. Will you have fun? Thanks, my first choice today after all. Oh, I'm sure it is. What the heck is he talking about? Ah, old boy! Me? What's it started? Here. What's this? I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. You want me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with his spiky hair? They say it was really important. What's this? Mail for you or some such? Not from the looks of it. What is this? Looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later. Which means I'll do it now. Let's see, so we have... This is my all-important badge, so as a defense attorney. Each attorney's badge has a number engraved on the back. Not two numbers are the same. So if you drop it, people will know it was you. Better make sure I don't lose mine. Wow, really? Better make sure I don't lose mine. Wow. Seriously, game? Seriously? God damn it. These games and its jokes are going to fucking end me. Crime photo. Body found in the hospital room, shot in the forehead. Holy shit. Holy shit! What the fuck? So we have a flintlock? A syringe? He was connected to an IV. Wait, is the IV connected? No, it's the IV is disconnected? There is a bullet hole on the clown? What the fuck is this? Boy oh boy, I'm already highly confused. Oh, that's Magnifique. Oh. Fucking Bosu got killed. Okay. Victim these days, Magnifique Marie, 67 male. Time of death, April 13th, between 11 and 11:30 PM. Loss of blood from bullet wound. Are you sure it's not the incredible damage to the brain that the bullet would cause? Remarks, malignant tumor confirmed in the victim's liver. Huh. Interesting. Notebook page, documents received from Tusi Enigmer. Mysterious paper received from just before the trial. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks. Farewell, Magnifique Marie. Fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. Huh. So he knew he was going to die. Interesting. Is that the fake? Is that the forged evidence, maybe? How do you feel about the trial today? We'll get through it somehow. Incidentally, the prosecutor today is a new guy, I hear. Ah! An easy win, then yes? We're calling him a thoroughbred in the history of prosecutor's office. Of course, there's one of those every year. Oh god. The switching of attorneys just before the trial. It's a difficult situation I put you in. But allow me to say one thing, Mr. Wright. Yes? They'll not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So do your best, but do not worry. First time a defendant's ever given me a pep speech. I'll do what I can. I see you do not understand. You see, it will be impossible for them to declare a verdict. Impossible? Yes, isn't that right, Trucy? Yep, Daddy. My first look at the case was only yesterday, and the information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can for their sake. I believe the curtains will be lifting anytime soon. I am in your capable hands, Mr. Wright. My client is Shadi Enigmar, known to the world as Zack Gramarye. A wildly popular magician, start of Trupe Gramarye. His mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, was a rare breed of magician. He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic, until he was shot dead, and Zack Gramarye is the suspect. Oh boy, it's time for Hot Boy, even younger, hotter and younger, fuck. Clavier. Court is now in session for the trial of Shadi Enigmar. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Hair forehead? I was just thinking, is this what all the fuss is about? Bit of a buskill, really. Buskill? Is this some kind of crime? One of the worst, this is a trial, yeah? Where are the sweaty palms, the pounding hearts? A Cabiner's concert got 10 times the thrill this gig's got. Oh, where you again? Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started, legally, yeah? Gavin? Defense attorney Christos Gavins. Figures my brother's more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin, lead singer from the mega hit band The Gavinaires. You're out of your league, rock boy. I know what you're thinking, you're out of your league, rock boy. True, my debut single, 13 years hard time for love, went platinum overnight. That's just a hobby to me compared to this, yeah? Talkative, aren't you? I like your affected Euro rock accent, by the way. What the fuck is an Euro rock accent? And why are they mentioning their accent in a game right by the end of the game? I'm just getting warmed up, head attorney, right? Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us on the case. A turn, baby. Time to call on the opening act. What was his name again? Ah yes, Detective... Oh my god! It's my boy! Ah yes, Detective Guns, you hit it! It's my fucking boy! Yes, it's been so long. You are? Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir. Name is the Kanshu. Wait, no, I have to give him more of a himbo voice. Name is Detective Kanshu. I am a homicide detective down at precinct. Detective Kanshu, long time no see. Hey you. Huh? Me? Today's the day, Paul. Today I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today. See? What? You normally lack confidence in your testimony? Herr Detective, this is my stage. Candy antics. All this hey-youing and such. I could care less about your history together. Very well. Very well. Why am I suddenly unable to do the judge's voice? Very well, Detective Kansu, if you would. Please tell us about the case at hand. It happened 6 days back, in a room at the General Hospital. Man, this is such a blast to the past. The facts are as simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. I can almost see Edgeworth posing smugly at the other side of the courtroom. The victim was a patient asleep in a hospital bed. The killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and bam, lights out. Here's the facts. Not so long ago, the victim, Magnifique Gramarye, was a famous man. I'm seriously forgetting how he did his voice for some reason. He had an entire he had... I am... How did I forget the judge's voice out of all the voices I do? It's like... he had the entire country in his magical spell, as it were. Ah yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Said a magnifique, one of my generation, and you'd be like to get a blank stare. Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say Tupigra Maria has got a name for themselves. Anywho, the retired magnifique's been in the hospital for the last year. What was it? A malignant tutor or something. Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah. A malignant tumor, perhaps? In other words, he had liver cancer. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact. Magnifique's chart added to the court record. Let me see. Diagnosed with malignant tumor, given 3 months to check the bottom details. Malignant tumor in liver has progressed to final stage with no hope of recovery. Patient has 3 months to live, Patient has chronic diabetes. Did he maybe reject his insulin or something? And that's why he was talking about like the 10 minutes left? Maybe. It's interesting. Okay. The facts do seem simple enough. But something's not right. The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven? Why not wait for him to knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him? I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true. Why make the effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die? Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. Diabetes? Diabetes. In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin. When he was shot with a pistol, the syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes and cancer. As much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. Man, like, poor guy. Small syringe. I'm guessing it was confirmed to have insulin then. Before the question is clear, before us is clear then. Check. Check. Check the 3-inch. Check the 3-inch. Nothing here. Oh, let's zoom it up. If anyone has fear of needles, please look away. Let's see. Doesn't seem like I can check anything. Oh, wait. Oh, what's that? There we go. I always said they getting shots. That's when if he was giving himself the insulin shots. Somebody could do that shatter. Wait. If he used this to inject his insulin, why are there no traces of it having been used? Something to keep in mind. Aha, good to know. I believe the question for us is clear then. Why did the killer have to shoot this time, man? What reasons could he have had? Very well, detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the shooting? Yes, sir. Ah, yes, it's all going together. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. So assisted suicide. Well, that is already a way lesser... that would be already a way lesser sentence than murder, so there's that. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. On the pistol, definitely belonged to the old man, sir. I'm still trying to pinpoint a voice for Gumshoe play. What? What? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting? Those are the facts. I've here the letter in question. To my beloved student Zack. To you... Wait. Okay. That's... I am starting to have suspicious about what the red envelope could be. Is it... Let me see. To my beloved student Zack, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th at 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot. One shot, square to the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Weird. I wonder how that relates to the scene where they appeared at a circus and someone got shot. Maybe that's how Zack died? Maybe. Interesting. Very unusual indeed. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder? I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter. Ah, you cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Ganshu, can you explain this to the court? Unfortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that bit, sir. One thing bothers me about this. Why did he just say 11? Why have I come at 11:05 without some specific reason? Hey, the devil is in the details, Herr Attorney. Well, was there some reason? As it turns out, there was. Every night for a half hour, starting at 11, Detective Magnifique Ramarre was given an IV. An IV? There it is in the picture off to the side of the bed. At 11, a doctor would come to set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back to the empty bag. This happened every night without fail. So that's the only time they could meet without the chance of an time interruption during the IV. Very well, shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination if you would. What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder? At least mention it to me. Oh, the sunglasses, I love it. The victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. Just because he got the letter doesn't mean he went through with it. Ah, I disagree. The victim was indeed shot in the forehead after all, just as he has to command. It could be a setup. But let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for a change. Thanks, Paul. Wow, you can definitely tell the years of the experience on Phoenix now. Like, he sounds way more calm and like composed, as to his usual like brash attitude. Fine, I can play it slow as well as I can play it fast. On with the testimony, Detective Ganshu. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. And this letter was sent by the victim? There it is, gotcha, you're all mine this time, Paul. Huh? I do handwriting checked out, of course, it's the victim's, no mistake. Ah, I see. I love how you're boasting about doing your work right. Like, you're boasting about doing what you're supposed to be done, for fuck's sake, can't you? Ha ha ha! Score one for the boys! I didn't lose, I was just ascertaining the facts. So why am I so annoyed? But after ordering your own death, things aren't what they used to be, I guess. I'm not sure this is actually commonplace even now, Your Honor. So anyways, guess I'll keep going with all in my head. God damn it, can't you? Two hands and shot the old man in the forehead. How can you be so sure? Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, Paul. Learn to think for yourself, get that noggin crunking. You failed to grasp the concept of questioning, detective. First we get this letter. It says shoot in the forehead, loud and clear. I can say that, but still wouldn't do it. Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone, pal. You failed to grasp the concept of shooting people is bad, detective. I miss this so much. God, I miss our lovely himbo so much. Was found the defendant's pistol at the scene. Why does he own a fucking flintlock. Traces of gunpowder residue show that it had been fired recently. Well, Mr. Wright. As far as I can tell from looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claim. The photo. Maybe there's something in there I can use. So they're saying the defendant shot the victim in the forehead. I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Nigmar shot something else. Looking at this photo, another possibility occurs to me. Yes? What does the letter tell us? The defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher's wishes. Bingo, pal. That's why the defendant popped in one on the forehead. Oh, the defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could make. What? And can you prove that with this photo? I can prove he had a choice, yes. The defendant might have fired like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. He was something because it's really fancy, obviously. He didn't shoot the victim's forehead. What did the defendant shoot? The fucking clown! God, the take that from Phoenix. Ah! The memories. The clown doll? Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead too. Ah! There's a hole in his forehead. Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim. Ha! And I suppose you have a reason as to why he shoot the clown doll? He didn't just shoot the doll, he shot the doll's forehead. His forehead? Ha! Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You will shoot one shot square in the forehead. Which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead. This is already getting to quite odd territories, I like it. The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. That hole in the clown's forehead. It definitely looks like it was shot. Medic, send someone to investigate this matter. I admit, I am impressed. I expected nothing else. Still, this doesn't mean he didn't shoot the victim. Perhaps he did have to shoot the forehead as ordered, but the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he had to follow his orders without taking a life. The bullet hole in the clown's doll forehead does demand an explanation. May very well be a clue. The prosecution committee is right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You can also say for sure the defendant didn't shoot the victim. I'm still so baffled about this guilty until proven innocent system, like, bruh. So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see the mighty fall. How sad it is to see the novice overconfidence. God, he's reminding me so much of Mia right now. I love it. And that is how Clavier got forehead stuck in his head. Just he's every time he's just imagining a bullet hole on Apollo's head. He doesn't realize how big this little hole is going to get. Damn, Phoenix. I think you might want to rephrase that. Detective Panshu, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony. So he shot he still shot the victim, pal. I don't think I have any evidence rejecting he shot the victim. Oh. This testimony might be my only source of information. Better pay attention and read this letter carefully. Oh, that was short, okay. Actually, the victim can afford the defendant to do him in. The defendant did what I was asking for. He shot the old man in the forehead. But it was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. Okay, so they completely made me skip a few of the things, okay. So, no head. Hey, bud. Thanks for murdering Cyber. You mean this pistol, the one in the crime scene photo? Also, instead of deleting their messages, I would ask you to ban them directly so they don't post any other. Okay, so you mean this pistol, the one in the crime scene photo? That's the one. It's a funny looking gun, so there's no... I was giving him the judge's voice. Nice. It's a funny looking gun, so there's no mistaking it. We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match. So, you verified the murder weapon, in other words. You what we did. The pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. Okay. Why are you so certain? What pile of sand has you been stuck in all this time, pal? Never heard of sack balance, quick draw, shoot him? What's that? One of the defendant's specialties. Zawaifu. Sack and balance stand on the side of a girl. Then they shoot, but the bullets don't hit her. Instead they hit everything else on the stage. That's one of the pistols they use in their show. Wouldn't that mean that that gun is probably... I don't know, has some sort of trick to how it shoots? What a great design, huh? The kids love it. Oh boy, I want my own golden gun to shoot people with. Many boys and girls join the police because of that pistol I hear. Really? Why would you join the police? They don't have these kind of fucking guns. No, that would explain a lot of the police force. The Brave Marie stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held on to that pistol ever since. The guard would like to see the pistol in questioning. You got it, sir? Here she is. Well, it's really some blast from past. It's a stage pistol for magic show, see? I can fire real bullets. It looks so much bigger in real life on TV. Yeah, but it can only hold one round. By the way, the pistol's firing chamber is empty. And it shows traces of having been fired recently. So, were any fingerprints on the gun? Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. We might say that a lack of fingerprints is, in fact, a fingerprint of his own. Oh, intriguing point, well made. Whoa, not well made, not intriguing. In any case, the court assesses the evidence. Nice. My grandchild will get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to our testimony. I am very curious about your family, Mr. Judge. We have met your brother, we have made... and we can hear about your grandchildren. Fires one real bullet. Rifle marks match bullet on the victim. No fingerprints found. Zoop. Man, this is one pretty pistol. Let me look down the barrel. It's totally safe. Maybe the judge's family is are all Canadian, I don't know. Who knows? Not I. Not you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, here we go. I was looking for what I could examine. If you look closely, you can see how the pistol is made to bend here. Oh, interesting. So it's a pistol. So yeah, it's a pistol that you basically bend. So what I'm guessing is he probably aimed it at the guy, but then shot the clown or something. So one shot only model, and I guess this bend is where you load it. Oh no, the bend is to load it. Oh, okay. Smell for Corey Golden Gun. The Sekis used to pretending they had one of these. I wonder if they pretended to miss their targets too. Okay. So I shot the clown, shot the victim pal. So let me get this straight. You're saying my client first shot the clown, then shot the victim? Hey, not about summary, pal. More of a confirmation than a summary, but whatever. That was really more of a confirmation than a summary. But our defense attorney seems pleased enough with himself. Do these people ever miss a chance to mock me? Well, now that Mr. Wright has gotten out of his system, shall we continue with the testimony? I have time to gather all the details. Okay. Was fired on the pistol firing to the old man. What shot? He still shot the victim, pal. But he has no reason to. Yeah, and that reminds exactly. He also says like, it seems Fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. So it's probably referencing to how Enigma refused to shoot him. Okay. Magnifice chart. Wait, if it only has one shot. Yeah, okay, I was looking to what was the best way to say it, but yeah, the gun only has one shot, so he wouldn't have been able to shoot twice. The trickiest cases often seem the simplest. Rest of Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead. If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand? Yeah, but like I just said, pal. After he shot the clown in the forehead, he went and... Man, seeing Phoenix being such a fucking boss is so satisfying. If you don't think of the shot to the victim, the pistol proves that he could not. The other weapon? How? It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds one bullet at a time. Oh! If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he could have shot the victim too. Oh, it's the original music! Oh my god! God, yes! I love this so much! That's not a contradiction, it's even close! All I had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot. Oh, well, he had this extra bullet. They're not so easy to come by, you know. If you claim the defendant had one ready, then prove it to us how he got it. Ah! Heh, 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 heh. I had a feeling this wasn't over yet. Nah, this party's just getting started. Oh, Lawyer Phoenix of Japanifornia. He uses like force and extended and like launch force only, fucking throwing you all over the room while pointing at you. And I haven't proven anything yet, beyond my good looks and startling record sales. Another lack of humility. Phoenix 1000 loves, right? What's this? It seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared. Like I said, her detective was just a warm-up attack. Poor Gumshoe, pat. Now the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. Witness who, you will find, can prove one thing for us. That was Sagaramari who shot the victim on the forehead. Oh boy, oh boy. Very well. We'll pause for a 15-minute recess. Really? We only did one cross-examination? This might be my lucky break. I need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach. Yeah, fair enough. Court is adjourned. But, yes, to be continued. We did one single... What? We did one single cross-examination? What the frick? Okay. I guess. April 19th. Defend the slowly level 2. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say I expected nothing less. I kind of have the impulse to change his voice to make him sound more like Spanish, just because he has like the fucking burns on the sides and all. But no, his name I'm pretty sure is Shadi Enigma. Yeah, that's not that doesn't fly. Won't make this too long as it is a flashback in another case. I mean, I'm pretty sure this pretty much counts like this as the second part of the case. And like, I would... Like, this is going to last until they show everything that happened in this case. We've only just begun. Was hoping you could tell me a bit more about what happened actually. I don't think you would believe me if I told you. Better than you discover the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know. I think we need less thinking and more talking. The night in the hospital, what really happened? Ah, the way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright. You're scared, Rosie. Speaking of which, where is she? Where's baby? You seen the problem yourself, Netta. The one shot in the forehead. One, right? Yes, and the reason he speaks of. I cannot deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death. Why not? This is something I will not say for now, at least. What's this for now business? I've done many things in my life, some well, some poorly. But this is a cross we must bear along to our graves. We? You wanted to know about the night of the incident? Finally, this guy sure likes to take his time getting to the important stuff. Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I stuck into his room that night at the appointed time. And found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. 2? Wait, what? 2? Yes, the one I had used on stage. And the one that had been used by my partner to land. Oh, for the second balance quick draw thing. My mentor had the look of one sleeping. So by his bedside, hearing only the slight sound of his breathing. Then I took the pistol into my hand. Whether or not that my resolve faltered then for a moment. You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him? Recall there was a reason I could not refuse his request. That's just a request. Do notice first. So there were other requests you couldn't refuse before? To be honest, I've not always been so steadfast, and I fear I've brought pain upon Trucy. Was Magnifique coercing his disciples somehow? So what was going on in Trupe Grammary? Yet, in the end I did not shoot him. Instead, turned and shoot the clown. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket. In your pocket? How do you fit that thing in a pocket? It's huge. Like it's almost like a sort of shotgun. But if you examine the bullet in the clown's head, you'll find it to be different than the one in my mentor. Say, what were those called? Rifle marks. Yes, well, that's all I have to tell you concerning the case. Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you can tell me? Ah, haha, you're a fascinating man, Mr. Wright. He's got big pets to find stuff in. Ah, yes, the TD holster. Okay, give me a second and checking change that real quick. Pa 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 pa. Okay. Thanks. Yes, that is something. My mentor, his eyes opened. Oh, magnifique Marie? The old devil, he was not asleep, you see. Of course, the gunshot would have woken him anyway. And there we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil, with the dead clown. It was not a long discussion, maybe 5-10 minutes or so. What do you talk about? Mr. Wright. I not just tell you. Does not concern this case. Secretary, is this pretty steadfast to me, or maybe just stubborn? Mr. Wright, your position requested in the courtroom. Once again, I'm in your hands. Right. Let's get back in there. Hold it! Okay. Court is back in session. During our recess, a bullet was found in and dug out of the clown's head. Well, this is news. On the rifle marks. There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis. Though I did find the weapon type matches the murder weapon. Well, that's not very conclusive, is it? Which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness. Which is going to be Balland. Your decisive witness. How many times have I heard those words? But they often turn out to be far less decisive than you think. Don't worry on my account, I'm quite confident this witness will do the job. After all, he's intimately acquainted with the players in our little production. Yeah, he's Balland. Yep. Being the other half of the Triple Grammary's famous duo, Zack and Balland. Balland Grammary. So we get to meet the great Magnifique's other disciple. Man, he looks quite a bit different from his grappled old man self. How did the other police officers beside Gamsu miss a bullet hole in the clown next to the victim? I don't freaking know. Maybe Gamsu was investigating it alone or something. He tends to appear alone in many crime scenes in the first game. Asking your name and occupation? Okay, I have to give him a voice that isn't... Valente Maria, magician. Hey, you are the decisive witness, are you? Can you prove your fellow student, your partner's guilt? Fate, the grand illusion, filled with traps and tricks. Wait, the shooting took place in that hospital after 11 o'clock at night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late? If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is yes. Station full of camshoes. Everyone's just a himbo going like, hey pal. I mean, considering that the chief of police spent more time creating the fucking blue badger than doing his job, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I always get the characters, don't I? I have an interesting fact for you, you see? Several days before the crime, my witness received this. That looks very familiar. Wait, that's the same letter Sacramento received. Yes! Or perhaps I should say, ta-da! I'm going to have fun voicing you. Order. What does it say? Surely knows anything. Perhaps you see it for yourself? Why it's certainly the same. Let me see. To my beloved student Balland, to you I entrust the task of taking my life. Over my life scored in common at 11:20 PM. So he basically had Balland as a second attempt in case Zack failed. Ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot, square in the forehead. The worst as it is into evidence. And if you letter 2. Ooh, this is most unusual. Exactly what's going on with you folks. What exactly was your true memory up to? By what you mean? I'm just having trouble missing a man who would ask his students to kill him. Both of them, no less. It's just my opinion, Herr Judge. But from these letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking them. We walked the magician's path together, and in so doing shared much of our lives. When people are so close, there is strain, a warping of relations, you might say. Yet this has nothing to do with the case at hand. I'm assuming you are not going to tell us, which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse. Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. Defendant Sacramento stands accused. Tell us why. Oh, I'll do more than that. For where he walks, the red roses rise singing hymns to the miracle that is magic. Fascinating, though I hardly need to remind you that the evidence could just as clearly point to you as a suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the 2 bullets found at the scene. In fact, the only difference which seems to be the designated time. Ha 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 ha! As every magician knows, timing is everything. Yes, and now it's time to get this party fired up. Hoi, Specky! Bye, Specky! Da 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 da. Oh, jeez. That night I visited the hospital room at the time Mannifer requested. The smell of gunpowder hung in the room, and my mentor had taken his final bow. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet a deal with the dead is still a deal. That sweet kiss I gave to the clown. Then I informed the doctor and the police. So you were the one who reported the crime? Indeed, I would think. This fact alone would clear my name of suspicion. Okay, now my question is, how did no one in the hospital heard the shot and go to the room within 15 minutes? Do you not have nurses on guard or on guard shift or something? On night shift or something? Like, what the fuck? 15 minutes of difference. And no one came to check out the first shot. Especially since consider the doctor who had to come at 30 to put the IV to deal with the IV, so literally the doctor should have been nearby. If no master balls are gonna be captured. Anyway, have fun, see you. Bye! This fact alone would clear my name of suspicion. No, it doesn't. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusions in this court. But if your testimony proves to be true, the defendant, Sacramento, is guilty. But if it wasn't Sacramento, then the killer was you, Baland. Man, this is quite the one-sided. This is quite the straight deal they have. Usually it's more like, oh, there are so many people who could have done it, oh, but here it's like, yeah, you have 2 people, either one of them is shot. Good luck. I know disappearing has to get you out of that. Crime. That night I visited the hospital room at the time Magnifer requested. Which, according to the letter, was 11:20 PM. Indeed, in magic, timing is everything. Right. Consider the illusion of teleportation. If I were to appear on stage before my stunt double has left, how would that look? What would reveal the very secrets of my magic? Now that you've revealed the very secrets of your magic for all of us, let's move on. You are the designated time and what do you say? Okay. So, you weren't worried for your own safety at all? You smell gunpowder, yes? But the shooter was still nearby. Bleh! Fucking... I gotta say, his nervous expression looks way better when he's young than when he's old. I did not consider this, to be honest. It is forbidden for a magician to have a good imagination. Really? Isn't magic all about illusion and imagination? How about this? You were the shooter, which is why you weren't afraid. Pfft. Wow, you're terrible at laughing. Now you're just the one imagining. It is forbidden for a lawyer to have a good imagination. I declare you unimaginative. Nah. The witness will refrain from pausing suspiciously before responding. My forbidden imagination is starting to imagine things. Which brings us back to this reason neither you could refuse. So it does! My partner, he did not refuse. Even if he wrote the same thing to you. Why could you refuse if Zack couldn't? Because I have a will of steel, of course. I also do this trick where I bend steel bars, so that steel isn't all so strong. So which is it? Mind if I continue? Yet a deal with the dead is still deal. The sweet kiss I give to the clown. There are two bullet holes at the scene, one in the victim, one in the clown. You're saying the one who shot the clown was you? No doubt my parrot Zack has said much the same thing. Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed the murder. I'd better dig around here a bit often and see what they turn up. Mr. Vallant, let me ask something else concerning the crime scene, namely... How many pistols were there when you entered the room? Wait, what? Exactly? 2 pistols were used in the second Vallant throw suit the next, correct? 1 for each of you. You're well informed, yes? Only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night. Why did Zack turn me back in the lobby? Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. Snuck into my room, and tonight, in that point in time, I found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. Took the pistol at fire and placed it in my pocket. I see no problem with that statement. Only 1 pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene, after all. So think that what that pistol fired it? Indeed I did. Alakasam, alakasing, alakaboom. God, now I want an artificer. Who would say that? Just pull out a pistol. Alakaboom! The number of pistols itself is not important. Actually, let me ask about something else. Very well. Witness may continue with the testimony. What can I do but obey? Okay. The number of pistols aligns with what he said. I could, but Stellar has his pet, not the gun. Okay, let's see. We have number of pistols, we have the location of the pistol. Where exactly was the pistol when you entered the room? Otherwise, Oh, you want to use pistols with Inko? Oh, nice. Well, I know you can go to the place where you can get pistols fairly soonish. Or then do like a blam and eat the pet to the enemy. Just fucking eat Aurora. Atop a small bedside table it was. As if to say, here I am. Take him into your hand, pull my trigger, shoot him. The victim clearly wanted to be shot. But why? Perhaps he wanted to go out with a bang? We will never hear the truth from his lips, so all we can do is guess. Is the location of the pistol at all important? Yeah, it's on the bedside table, alright. Okay. Let me think. No, I don't think it's important. Let me ask about something else. The bullet in the pistol, tell me about that. In order to shoot the pistol, you need a bullet. Where was the bullet? I entered the room and took the pistol in my hand. The bullet was already loaded, ready to fire at any time. Magician is always prepared, you see. Prepared for... One never knows when a miracle will be called for. Magician always has 7 doves in his pocket and a white rabbit out each sleeve. Clearly we're dealing with professionals, yeah? Is this bullet that was loaded in the pistol really so important? Fuck, I missed half of what they said. But I think it's going to be the number of pistols, what? Because it's the only one that got like the cuts, the flashback, and also number of pistols. So I have to somehow tell him that... Yes, quite important. The number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor. Very well, please add this detail to your testimony. What can I do but obey? So you took the only pistol there and fired it. That's correct. And that pistol was this one which was left at the crime scene. Good show! I see you too are a magician of sorts. And you're an idiot of sorts. You have any idea what you just said? I see the fire in your eyes as you glare at the witness, so how about heating up this trial a bit? These low ballads bore me. I've got a hunch, maybe that's all it is. I should have thought something else. Second thought, let's run with this testimony for a while longer. Okay, maybe I have to press... Yes, there. It's literally in the background, Jaime. Like, Heldian is the home of like technology and shit. Check is only a bullet. Where's the bullet? I don't think the placement of the pistol is important, but if the pistol was already loaded, something doesn't make sense. Why aren't the victim's fingerprints on it? You should know that we are of the Tropic are capable of many things. One of these being the levitation of iron balls, without touching them. There's no magic involved here, There's no magic involved here, the shooter was just methodical is all. Simply wiped everything on fingerprints. Can't read the ones with fingerprints that weren't there. I should have something else. Where exactly was the pistol? Larina doesn't have... I'm pretty sure Larina doesn't would have to use a feat or something to be able to use guns, because you have never used one in your life. call them stingers. Why did you do that? I would think calling the police would come first. You know nothing between of the relationship with your master and his disciple. If your master says die, you die. Do you understand? So you're going to die? Certainly not. It was an example. In any case, I wanted to fulfill my obligation. A final courtesy to the great mentor, perhaps. Perhaps not? Perhaps I'm totally confused. I should ask about something else. Okay. Let's do it. Stick to this one. Okay. Now that I've checked every nook and cranny, and I don't have the second gun. For now, let's press this one. Foxy, hello. Glad to see you here. So you informed the police. What did you do then? What do you suppose I did? I used my magic to elevate my mentor's corpse, perhaps? I don't know, that's why I'm asking. No, please answer the question and skip the sarcasm. After I made my report, I called the doctor and we returned to the room. When we waited for the police to arrive, we discussed stomach medicine. We've confirmed this with the doctor, it all checks out. Praise Mr. Balant's knowledge of stomach medicine, in fact. Okay. It is an honor I do not deserve, but I accept. Both of my physics students received the same letter. Both admit to having gone to the hospital that night. Two bullets were fired, and one of them killed Mahnivi, trying to find the cracks in this testimony. Okay, it was a gun. Like, I didn't have a way to say there were two guns, so... According to the defendant, Sacramari, when he entered the room, there were two pistols on the table. Two? One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in the forehead, and he left it in his pocket. Of course, this is what he will say. Like the hapless clown, we must assume that the defendant has some brains in his head. Well, what about what Mr. Ballant has told us? See, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make sense. What might that be? I told you I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown. That's your story, at least. But the rifling marks, there's a very different story, Mr. Ballant. Recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us. We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with the bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullet were a perfect match. Mr. Ballant, if you fired this pistol, then you shot the victim in the forehead. Order, order, order. Well, this is all rather sudden. It is so sudden, in fact, that I'm going to take a break to eat. So I'll see you guys in a second. Boop! And back. Let's go. I am now full and ready to go. What have I done? Shooter, Gavin. I have the Carter apology. Sorry. Sorry for what? You see, I was unaware that 2 of these unique pistols were crafted. Analysis of the rifle back only proved the type of gun that fired them. But that's not what you told us before. You said you'd verify the murder weapon. Which is why I'm apologizing to you now. Quite sincerely, I might add. Would you hold me accountable for a mistake made in my youth? Yes. The lives of people are at stake. It was just this morning. I am still young. I might add it wasn't really my fault. If the defendant had only admitted he took 1 pistol from the scene of the crime. Impossible, I have been counter-moved. We'll not be having this pleasant discussion now. Grand robbery. Yes, Your Honor. You're presented to this court as decisive witness. You're proven to be more divisive than decisive. You'll see in time. The testimony so far has mainly been a review of the facts. That proof comes next. Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Cabin? Mr. Palantan entered the hospital room. The victim had already been shot. As this next testimony will prove, had a right that the real fight is about to begin. Bring it. Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what. I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say 11:20 PM. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation to call in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. It was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 PM. And the one in the room at that time was my partner, not me. Those times are rather close, you have to admit. We're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. There's a 10-minute discrepancy as the basis of our alibi. This is to explain in this situation, Herr Judge. For example, the cover the beauty is single, 30 years her time of our love. Cue to the song, press the play button and I will play it for 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Do it 100 times, the result is the same. The debut single was only 2 minutes and 50 seconds long. What a ripoff. I love how that's the part he focuses on. Magic is a word of utmost precision. Hocus pocus requires admirable focus. And the time of death determined by the doctor, there is an incontrovertible truth. Very well. The prosecution warns us that we are dealing with rather precise times. We can expect the cross-examination to require the same level of precision. I would have... Bleh. This is hopeless. God damn it. Ah! Jaime has made me lose the game. Man. As long as they stack up. Okay. I would hope the defense refrains from its customarily broad sweeping accusations. Lest will blur the focus the case so clearly demands. Point again. Message from us will return result ability. Carry on, Mr. Wright. Carry on, right. Who shot what? You entered the hospital room at 11:20 p.m. Thank you, my defendants, and Grammary was 11:05 p.m. You run into him at the hospital that night. This is why I never perform with amateurs, as you see. Picture, if you will, the nighttime hospital, outside only the pale light of the moon. If through the rest as we were to meet in such circumstances, others that would ruin the mood completely. The mood isn't in question here. For what is magic, is if not a study of beauty, as meeting was not only out of the question, it was an impossibility. For what is magic is if not a study of how to make absolutely no sense at all. That said, was there a contradiction in there? I don't see any problem with that testimony. If you say so, let's continue, shall we? Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth. Whenever you are mother is right. Pressing with impunity will earn me a nice penalty too, better focus on one thing, this time of death. Yeah, I don't think I can use Zack saying how he spent a good while talking to him as a proof. Hello, 11:20 p.m. Can you prove that's when you arrived? Alas, such a feat may be beyond even the great Baland. For there was no one in that room but Magnifica, who was departed after a fashion. I have here Zack Grammari's sworn deposition. Stuck in his room that night at the appointed time. It was 10 minutes before I left the room. The victim was still alive. The time indicated by this letter to Zack was 11:05 p.m. Exactly, which means the witness could not have entered that room before 11:15. Yes, his partner was still in the middle of his crime. Some with this arithmetic homework. You see, the defendant himself has got about the witness testimony? So it all makes sense. Yep, it makes sense. That fits completely with what Zack said about talking to Grammary. You walk in our murder, and the first thing you do is shoot the clown? The disciple does what the disciple must. My mentor's request, without reason, has had cause for me a surfeit of sorrow. For what would I, Baland, be now without him? May the soul of Magnifique the Great find greater peace above. This I muttered to myself as I pulled out the only figured. In any case, I believe this is nothing more than we have already learned. I'm still waiting for one of these right moments, Herr Attorney. I want you to face the rewards with earned penalties. Proceed with that in mind. Yes, Your Honor. What a pain this turned out to be. Did the doctor say anything concerning the cause of death? Why, yes! I believe he screamed, "My God, he's been shot in the head!" I didn't take a doctor to do this, not. I believe I would have said much the same thing. I never penned the came that arrows in my soul at that horrid sight. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned investigation? In any case, I believe this is nothing more than what we have already learned. Still waiting for those right moments, Herr Attorney? Ba 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 ba. 11:10. I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time? We do usually get an estimated time of death, true. I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death. Magic rebels in making of complex appear simple, but reality is the opposite. What appears complex in this case is a simple matter of subtraction. See, another person has done their arithmetic homework. The point here is the IV the victim was taking. It's quite visible in the photograph of the scene. Recall what he had earlier about the victim. Magnifique arranged his schedule. And at 11, Magnifique took an IV drip for 30 minutes. I see the IV packet right there, yes. Now look at little crosset. Follow the tube down to the packet for the end. Ah, the needle has been removed. At least it fell out when he was shot. That would seem to be the case. When the needle comes out, the IV no longer drips. Well, that's a fucking lie. That is a straight up lie. That's not how an IV works. Ah, you could just measure the remaining IV liquid. Precisely. The IV liquid functions for our purposes as an hourglass of sorts. This is how the doctor determined the time of death. Do they really think that IVs magically just detect when they're inside the fucking vein? Like, come on. Like, unless you have some sort of pressure measuring thingy or something that controls the speed at which it drips, you would not have any way to control an IV once it's removed. Like, come on. And also the victim would be bleeding quite a bit from the IV, but that's beyond the point. From the amount remaining in that bag, it was determined that the IV had stopped 10 minutes after administration began. And so it was when I Balant entered that room. 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed. And this is proof. Well, is that right? That seems important. Well, seeing how this is the biggest clue we have to the time of death, let's say it's very important. Alright, but it'd be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. You hold the power of arithmetic. It's not a real thing, it's just a real idea. It means it can say objection to your laws of physics. Shush. Overall, this game has tried to be as grounded as can be on how things happen, other than its law system. So I'm going to take shit.
Wanda, no G. That's crazy.
Give me a sec. Me. But looking at something quick. Very well. The witness will add this detail to this testimony. Sometimes when you think of all is the truth. Yes, I know. Yeah, but again, the parrot just repeated things like a parrot does. He wasn't just fucking speaking like a half-human person or something. That's what I mean when I say grounded. It's not fantasy. Though I will say the way Phoenix can survive most injuries is pretty fucking absurd. The life rings not eternal, the remaining IV liquid proves my innocence. Did you notice the IV yourself by any chance? When I first entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. Next, the mark of death on my mentor's forehead. And then his left arm did I spy and rose, dropping unwilted. It turned the discarded IV needle. Knocked out Knocked on the main by the force of this shot, luckily for you. If the IB had not been there, why, you might be a suspect. Indubitably so. I'd say it's thanks to my lucky color. Your lucky color. Indeed, even today I wear it poorly upon my suspect self, for it always without fail brings me luck. Why, when second band murdered first Magician's Grand Prix? Yes, the very one held by the Association of International Magicians was alone in this attire, then too, nor trophy, a bust. Oh, what a day that was. Shoe Saver. I'm still going to take the shit out of this fucking IB because I can. Because my nurse brain will not leave it rest. You can't stop me. So one on memory lane, please. My lucky color, yes indeed, and that IB too. I say it was suited especially for me, Baland. That seem to be the case indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on this testimony? Baland sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this? Lucky color testimony. But this is green, not yellow. It certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck. But not this time. Mr. Baland, your lucky colors betrayed you. I'm afraid you've lost me. Your Honor, the witness testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence. What? Please recall my warning at the beginning of this cross-examination, Mr. Wright. These accusations will be duly penalized. I hope this accusation is well based. Don't worry, I've got all your bases right here. But well, let's hear the defense's claim. Where is your evidence that contradicts what Mr. Baland has told us? In the photo! The crime scene tells all, Your Honor. Photo of the crime scene? All this talk of color has been yearning for black and white clear-cut simplicity. Tell us, Herr Wright, just where is this contradiction in the photo? My pleasure, and I assure you, it's quite simple. I can't promise anything in black and white. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. So, like, this guy in dripping, right? He's not wearing his Supreme jacket. Baland Cromery, let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow, yes? Kind of take the history out of it, but yes. Something wrong with yellow, Mr. Wright? Yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene. What is this? Confusion, doubt. Tell us what you do. You really spy. Well, even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Baland. Look at this. Look at an IB bag. What is this? What? Foul magic. It would be hard to call the IB liquid yellow. And I'm afraid no magic was involved in taking off this photograph. A la casa. A la casa, no! All the fucking magic shit. Order. What does this mean? This is some kind of mistake? Yes, what you so Gavin. The witness's mistake. The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose it's no substitute for experience. Baland Cromery, as you reminded us several times, the lucky color is yellow, but the IB is clearly not. Well, this contradiction can mean only one thing. And to think, you almost had me. I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney Fiennes, right? Something you'd like to tell us, Prosecutor Gavin? As far as this court can tell, the witness's testimony does contradict the evidence. Yes, a contradiction. One day I shall be pleased to hand right back to Mr. Wright. Well, he did say he should have several rabbits and those hidden. How do you mean? How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree at a glance, it does appear sort of greenish yellow. I assure you they could say it's yellow. yellow liquid, how can you say that? As far as I can tell from this photo, it's... if I can tell from this photo, it's green. Yes, but that color is the IV bag itself. I have never seen in my life an IV bag that is not transparent. Like, that is actually so counterproductive. It's like, yes, does the patient have the green solution injected? And the nurse is like, this is green, doctor. And then he fucking dies. Do you mean the plastic bag back on the hook? It looks like I want to say light blue. This hospital, man. I'm surprised that patients have I'm surprised the man if he didn't die there earlier. Precisely figured it out yet? But yellow liquid in a blue bag and... wet green. This, incidentally, is liquid's true color. I see. Explanation does have the ring of truth to it. Yeah, no, that's fucking bullshit. As I thought, there's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, I love that, the way that Phineas seems to be holding this case between his... Oh my god, like... so satisfactory. Satisfying. Satisfactory. What? You may tell a good tale, but you just proven something rather grave, for you that is. Grave? The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes. But how did this witness know that? It's quite unnatural when you think about it. Did you think about it, didn't you? Your Honor, defense requests an explanation from the witness. The scene of the crime, the IV liquid appears to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid was actually yellow? Ha! Order, order, order! Wow, you made your own fucking grave. Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once. The witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid. So sure it means something, but what? I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Plant Cromary, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because he knew the IV liquid's color. From the facts before us, the answer is clear. The witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow. Why? Because he'd seen it before. But not inside the blue bag we see it in the photo. He saw liquid by itself in a clear, colorless bag. I suppose he would have to, but it's still not clear as to what all this means. Ask yourself, why would he know if he didn't work at the hospital? That's where you will find your meaning, Your Honor. Afraid I find nothing. So if he knew the liquid's color? Leave the getting excited over absolutely nothing to our teeny booper fans, yeah? The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes worth of sands remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin, are very well. However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag. Wait, I know. An hourglass uses sand, but an IV bag uses liquid. I'm right? As much as it pains you to say this, Your Honor, no. Unlike the sands from hourglass, IV liquid enters the patient's body, at which point, like magic, it disappears. However, what if the amount of IV liquid had increased? You couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in. Let me get this straight here, right? You're saying the witness watered down the victim's IV bag? Not with water, but with IV liquid. That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow? No, wait! I said wait! How might an amateur such as myself say to perform such a task? I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water into a cup. I'm afraid there's quite a bit difference between a cup and a IV bag, right? Can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat? He has a point, amateurs. I at least would have some difficulty pouring the IV liquid into that bag. Use a syringe. You don't need to be an expert to see the look on the witness face. And look into that bit to throw off the time of death. I'm tired of these fairy tales lacking evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, there's solid evidence to bring us back down to earth. Well, Aunt Marie, I'm afraid your magic won't serve you well in a life of crime. Might I ask what you're strongly suggesting? Magic relies on props, and props become evidence. Our witness was certainly able to increase the amount of IV and liquid in the bag. All I had to do was work a little magic, and the prop was... the victim's syringe. It's a perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick, and it's enough for an amateur to use. What kind of evidence is that? The syringe was clean, not a trace of liquid in it. Exactly. And don't you find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin? What? The victim had the syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left inside. Well, Aunt Marie, as you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes the perfect lock, but you could manipulate at will. Allah! Allah Kasa! I do believe, well, with this being his first, the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for the prosecutor Gavin. I'm afraid that, while there is doubt as to the amount of IV liquid in the bag, time of death cannot be proven. That brings our trial to a close for today. Well, maybe I can squeeze an extra day out of this. I can do a little much in the investigation. Wait, we're going to actually investigate this case? I see there are no objections. Court is adjourned. Okay, never mind. Hey! Truly there is no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively. A word to the wise. Underestimate the young, and they'll sweep your feet out from under you. In a way you never ever expected. You see, I know exactly what you're thinking. What's he talking about? You said the witness used the syringe to manipulate the level of IV liquid? There is no proof? There's no proof he didn't do it either. Yes, quite true. He's admitting it. Nor was this witness quite as decisive as I hope. This I admit after all, while lingering in the past when the future holds so much. You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin? Proof, Herr Judge. I have another way to prove my case. With evidence, no less. What's this? This is the victim Magnifique Marie's diary. Diary? After going into the hospital, Magnifique began writing his memories, it seems. The story of his birth, starting debut, and of meeting his disciples. It seems intended for the last chapter that went quite appropriately when he's dead. Wait, that book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? The reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last request? Sadly, it does not. What's important here is on the last page. Apparently, the victim wrote on this journal last night, after David had begun at 11 PM. Let's read it, shall we? Tonight's IBC, maybe the last. I leave the rest to them. The first should come soon. Soon on my end here if I may go on, but not long. Depends. It depends on his hand. The coroner said this into evidence. Manifest they read into court record. Read the very last part in this particular care. This journal may end here or it may go on, but not long. Depends on his hand. Of course, by his. He refers to our defendant, Sacra Marie. You literally can see one page has been ripped. Like, come on, Clavier. No one makes sense, yes. Was the first scheduled visitor after all. Look what is said before that. Sure, may end here or it may go on, it may go on. But if you grammar intend to write again? Yeah, what I'm guessing is that. Okay, this is what I think. The read page is going to be blank, and the one we have is the actual forged evidence. I think that's what's going to happen. Is Sagramari didn't pull the trigger? I see the defense understands the meaning of this. Like this diary does not go on, it ends. Because Magnifi's life was brought to an end by the defendant's Sagramari. Order. Mr. Gavin, I'm certain the Magnific Grammarly wrote this. There is no mistaking his handwriting. Well, it does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnific didn't intend to continue his diary. Yet, if his diary ended here, which plainly did, what to pull the trigger was the first visitor, Sagramari. Well, how do you like me now, Mr. Herwright? Still too green for your taste, hmm? He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with his precious evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, the witness testimony we heard was lacking. But put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case. If the diary is accepted like this, the trial is over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something. I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence. What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary? Huh? It's not too late to rethink things and avoid more embarrassment. Very well, please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright. Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've just sent to court. Now that we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Such evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary. Bleh! Alright, I'll be happy to. The decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is... this page. No, this... no. Yes, this page. First, take a close look at this diary. Note that the page has clearly been ripped out. What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all. That's why we're still here talking about this. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Like, I don't believe it! Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnific Grammarly. That's the defense's position. Wait, let me see that. Yep. What in Sam Hill? What the fuck? What in Sam Hill? Why, this is the continuation of the victim's diary. Note the torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page of Magnific's diary. Quite remarkable. Would you care to explain what all this means, Herr Attorney? Dude, it literally means that the diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Sagramari left. There ain't no one to take his life but the second visitor. Baron Grammarly! No! No! Handwriting too, much as that on the other pages. This is without a doubt a genuine article. Order. But wait, that's impossible! That old man could have written that? Finally! Just couldn't resist, could you, Herr Wright? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Herr Judge? Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Might I request that you put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses. I asked only to put it on hold. Please, my new witness has a very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes, no more. I promise, Your Honor. Did you really work with your brother to win your first case against Phoenix Wright? Is that what I'm getting from this? Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, We'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway, so it might as well be sooner. Then, though this is highly irregular, put the current cross-examination on hold. Witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring this surprise witness to the courtroom. I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. He must have known. Yeah, what a dirtbag! He set up the. I'm sorry, Clavier, but your punctuations on the prosecutor scale have gone way low now. That is incredibly shitty. So I know it was a bad sign all around. Wait, is that? Holding trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin. I have the correct understanding. Oh, wow. I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony. A judiciary deal? The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it best to contain the information to this room. Very well. And you're the witness, I gather. Yes, sir. State your name of Gwynson for the record. My name's Drew Misham. I'm a painter. A painter? And you're somehow related to this case? No, well, not per se. I have one simple question for the business. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is? Oh, yeah. I know it well. How is that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before? Oh yeah, I mean, I made it. You... what? You made it? Yes. You might call it one of my works. The Regional Prosecutor's Office received a tip-off yesterday. Legal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Sacra Marie. Legal evidence? I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large, the mission had another side, you might say. He's skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words. He ruined someone's career just to win a case that is not just being brushed. Like, he should go to jail for that. Forgeries? Well, so we are to understand that this page here is a fake, prepared by a certain defense attorney. Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence. The attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume, but what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented the evidence to us, Phoenix, right? Witness, Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client? That... I don't know. What? Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want, and they receive my payment. That's the extent of my contact with them. But there's no proof this is a fake. It's a fake? Huh? To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say without a doubt, this is mine. Mr. Wright, you've just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court. It was careless of me. That's all I can say. Old boy, here. What's this? I don't know, she just got it over there in the hall. He told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the foggy hair. Said it was really important. So a trap, a fatal trap. So like... He okay, so Clavier Gavin, you're declared guilty of creating fake evidence, showing the said fake evidence to a lawyer, then accusing him of using that said fake evidence, and then completely destroying his career. And what for? To make your big bro proud? Something like that? Mr. Wright. Yes? Do you have an explanation for yourself? If I did, will the court hear it? Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime. Fatal mistake for an attorney. Fatal too, perhaps for your client, I fear. Tell me what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one. Your Honor, wait. I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime, but you cannot call my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual. I am sorry, Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. If there goes to the hadn't received a hot tip, everything would have gone that the way you wanted to, yeah? I even gave you a chance. Don't you decide not to think before embarrassing yourself? I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed. Mr. Attorney? Yes. Could I ask your name? Phineas Wright. Mr. Wright. I have seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright. And he make drawings of So I'm guessing maybe he decided to work with Phineas Wright, and that's why he got poisoned then? But I really regret having to declare a verdict in this way. This trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must... Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Zack. There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible. I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I will certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you. Except, tell me, how do you plan on announcing your verdict when your defendant does not exist? Doesn't exist? What are you talking about? I'm talking about this. Oh no. Oh, what the fuck? Mr. Nigmar? The defendant escaped, finding heck. Bailiff, close your exits from the meeting. The fuck? On the door, ball. He must not be allowed to escape. That day, in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shadi Nigmar, aka Sacramari, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again, not since that day. Wow! This is the Grammarly miracle! No verdict was declared. So it was just a no loss for Phoenix God. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. Trial of Magician Sacramari vanished, along with him for eternity. Mysteries that remain behind were all solved, however, but not until 7 years later. It's time to find the truth. It's time to fucking slap Clavier across the fucking face. Trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. Mysteries of the past work, the magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of Magnificent Grammari's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant Sacramento go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? What about the girl who was left behind? Mason system. Oh. The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. Is this like the thing they have at the jury room? But that's not all. Okay, let me quickly move the thing. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first you must chase the truth through then and now. Wait, what? Am I going to have to go to different scenes and investigate? That sounds dope! Think of it as a game. I, Phoenix Wright, will guide you through the Matrix. The terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. Then that whole finished when the defendant vanished. What became of you after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As well as Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. Oh, the Magatama! Yes! It's been a while since I saw this thing. What does it do, you ask? That I will have you see for yourself. Well now, you're a rock star. Shall we begin? Touch the arrow to switch between past and present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. This is right after my last trying Kingdom Pretend. Now that you know the game, let's play. Yo! Oh, I didn't want to. Okay. Was it? So. That is so cool. I wonder who is investigating with Phoenix. Because that is so cool. That is such an interesting thing to put on a trial, like investigating the past and the present to put together a thing of sorts. And this is probably the most interesting investigation for fucking trial I've seen yet. Okay, but we're going to leave this for tomorrow because it's probably going to be a lot of shit. Oh, but I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Put up. Put up. There we go. It's the final stretch, yes. God, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was definitely high on fucking twists. And I am still very pissed. Clavier better do some fucking high act of redemption here or I'm going to smack him with my bottle. I have it right here, ready to smack. Oh, it's dripping water. Whoops. Well, there goes the cup. Fuck me. Okay, that will be all for today. I hope all of you enjoyed. And next Monday, as always, we will continue with Bioshock. Hopefully that will be the end chapter, I think. Hopefully. And if not, I guess I will perish. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye bye!